Welcome back to Trailer Trash Flips. So today I only have 4 sales going out, and that's over 2 days. I'm not really sure what's going on with the sales, but in a video that I recently put out, I talked about really trying to step up my eBay game and not going full-time yet, but full-time-ish, where I would cut back on some of the work in my other business and do more work in my eBay business. And I've already kind of been doing that, but on days like today, I really question on whether that's a good idea, because 4 sales over 2 days is not very good, and they're low dollar sales. And I know that there's an argument that could be made that I should be selling higher priced items, but I don't always have access to the higher priced items. So I do take what I can get. My total sales over the last 2 days is just under $40, so definitely not good. So I'm gonna go pull those few orders and I'll show you what sold. In the F5 bin, I sold a book called Multifamily Millions: How Anyone Can Reposition Apartments for Big Profits. And this sold for $9.71 plus shipping. In the H6 bin, I sold a 2-pack of Bosch & Lomb Boston Simplus, and these sold for $10.46 plus shipping. Back in my eBay room, I sold a Wilton cake pan. It is the Sporty Core, and this sold for $8.21 plus shipping. So here's everything going out today. I bought these Wilton cake pans at a garage sale probably just over a year ago. I think I bought maybe around 15 of them. I thought they were going to do a little better than they have. I've reduced the price on all of them, and I don't have that many left. So I can't remember exactly how much I paid for these. I want to say I paid about $45 for the whole set of them. So I've definitely made some money on the sale of these, just not really a whole lot. Now these Bosch & Lomb deals, I bought these from the bin store, and I don't remember if they were 50 cents or $1 per box. When I comped them, I saw better comps, but I made a little mistake in the size that I was comping. These are the smaller travel size, and these don't sell for as much as the larger ones that I saw in the comps. So all in all, I'm only really making a few dollars here. The book, it was another bin store buy, and it would have either been 50 cents or $1. So a few dollars profit here, not much. And I also have an order that I've already pulled and packed up here. It was some Pro Taper grips, and it's a long story about why they're already packed up. But these sold for $8.96 plus shipping, and these were a 50-cent bin store buy. So I have a total going out today of $37.34. So again, not very good, especially when you consider that's over a couple days. I won't even begin to try to figure out why my sales have tapered off so much over the last few days. I know it's popular to theorize why sales are low, blaming eBay, servers, search issues, and those things may very well be the case. I don't know, and I don't have enough evidence to really try to figure that stuff out. But I do know over the course of my eBay selling history, sales have always been a roller coaster. And it seems that for a lot of people they are, while there are some others that they seem to have very steady sales. It could be the products that I sell. It could be, I guess, any number of other reasons. I don't know. I don't usually let slow sales discourage me too bad. During the summer, my sales were definitely down as an overall, but it's always a roller coaster. The last video, or 2 videos back, I had great sales. Now they're crappy. But I do know that good sales will come back as long as I continue to list. Now, the truth of the matter is, I haven't did much listing in the last few days. I simply have not had the time. So maybe that has something to do with it. But I do know that generally speaking, the more I list, the more I sell. It's the next day, so it's day 2 of my slow sales. Technically, it's probably day 4, but for the video purposes, we'll just say day 2. And I've only got 3 orders going out today. Oddly enough, yesterday, I did not get any more sales the rest of the day until I think it was between 11 p.m. and midnight. I got 2 sales within probably 10 minutes of each other. Completely unrelated items. And that was the only 2 sales that I had yesterday. I got a 3rd sale at some point in the middle of the night when I was sleeping. But overall, my sales right now are pretty pathetic. It's only 3 items, and it is a total of $37.38 going out for these 3 items, and 2 of them are free shipping. So I might as well knock probably 10 bucks off for the shipping, which brings me down to about $27. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just going to keep on rolling with the flow. And I'm going to go pull my 3 orders. In the F3 bin, I sold a silicone dog muzzle. And this sold for $10.46 with free shipping. In the 015 bin, I sold a 3-in-1 eyebrow kit. And that's not it. Let's see some of these. Yep, this is it. And this sold for $13.46 with free shipping. In H13, I sold a 6-pack of HEPA replacement filters for Fabuletta I don't know what it is. I'll have to look. There we go. And these sold for $13.46 plus shipping. Okay, these filters are HEPA filters for Fabuletta Gearnor Aphodon stick vacuums. I was having a little bit of trouble figuring out that name. But anyway, so these sold for $13.46 plus shipping. And these were, I think these were $1 buy at the bin store. The 3-in-1 eyebrow kit, I'm almost positive these were 50 cents. They may have been $1, but I think they were 50 cents. And I had bought maybe 10 or a dozen of these. I think I may have showed them in a sourcing video a while back. But this sold for $13.46 with free shipping. And the dog muzzle sold for $10.46 with free shipping. I actually don't remember buying this. It would have had to be either 50 cents or $1 for me to buy it, because I've bought dog muzzles before in the past for really cheap, and they just never sold that good. So I don't usually pick them up, but maybe it was 50-cent day and I just threw that in. Like I said before I pulled the orders, it's been about 4 days of fairly low sales, and that's with 800 active items listed. So I'm not really sure what's going on, and hopefully later in this video, you'll see some increase in my sales. But as of right now, things are not looking real good. Okay, it is day 3, or at least video day 3 of horrible eBay sales. And I was looking at my analytics earlier just to see how long this trend had been going on. And it's actually been about 6 days. So it's almost noon today. It's about 11:53. And as of yet, I have had 1 sale since the video yesterday. And that sale came in, I think it came in overnight. But 1 sale for $14.96 and free shipping on top of that. I pulled up my sales chart here to show you my sales for the last month. And for the last 6 days, you can clearly see there's some kind of issue going on. For most of the month, there's ups and downs, which really I expect that, because that's the way it's always been since I've been selling on eBay. I had 1 no sales day, and really those aren't all that uncommon. So everything except for the last 6 days is fairly normal for me. But for whatever reason, something changed over the last 6 days. And I haven't did anything different with my listings. Usually when I have low sales, I just ride it out. I don't really do anything different. I just keep listing and wait for them to go back up. But one thing that has me concerned is over the last few days, I've seen a lot of other videos from resellers talking about how their eBay has been dead or down. It really makes me wonder what's going on. And I've said before, I'm not even going to try to figure out eBay algorithms. I'm not going to tell you if you do this, that, or the other, it's going to help your sales, because I don't know. And I don't think most people know, because anything is just a guess. So what I've decided to do in this instance, since I've only got 1 sale today, and I've only had a few sales over the last few days, well, last 6 days really, I've tried doing end and sell similar on a limited basis. I never really saw too many results from it. I've decided now I'm going to try the nuclear reset. I'm going to end and sell similar my entire store. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that as soon as I pull this order, get it packed up, and I'm done with this video. It's anyone's guess as to whether that's going to make a difference or not, but it does seem to work at least to some capacity for other resellers on eBay. And I thought now, with my incredibly low sales for the past 6 days, it would be the perfect time to try it out, see what happens, and then I can let you guys know how it worked for me. In the F7 bin, I sold the Cook's Guild dice pack. And that's right here. And this sold for $14.96 with free shipping. I bought these dice pack at the bin store. They were either 50 cents or $1, and they sold for $14.96 with free shipping. Okay, my one order for the day is packed. I've also decided that I'm not going to do any more listing for the time being, because typically just listing more would result in more sales ultimately, whether it was triggering the algorithm, whether you just had more things out there for people to buy, whatever the reason, probably a combination of both. But that doesn't seem to be working right now. So I'm not going to do any more listing for maybe the next day or two. I've got a few hours before I need to go to work this afternoon, and I was going to spend some time listing. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to do the nuclear reset and just see what happens with that. Okay, it's a day 3 or day 4 of this video. The days have been running together, and I guess I could go back and look, but it's either day 3 or day 4. And day 3 or day 4 of my super low sales, but that has kind of turned around. I did do the nuclear reset yesterday right after I got done with this video. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with that, but if not, I think Primo Chemo was the one who coined that term. I'm not 100% sure, but it's basically just resetting your whole store. And you take 200 listings at a time, you end those listings, and you don't relist them, but you do sell similar. And that's basically it. So I did that. It took me about 15 minutes to do that yesterday. You just have to be careful that you don't mess it up during the process, because you don't want a block of 200 listings getting deleted, going away, and then that would just be a nightmare. So I did do that, and I've got some pretty good news. So I've ended up with 4 sales since yesterday, and it's been a 24-hour period that I got those sales. And 4 sales is definitely not great, but it's better than not having any sales or 1 or 2 items. I got the first sale it was a little after 7 last night. I got another sale between 10 and 11, and I had 2 sales overnight. And let me show you why I think I got those sales. If you look at the organic impressions that I got yesterday, and remember, this reset was done in the middle of the day, so it's really only kind of half the day showing here. I would imagine if I had done it in the morning, it would have been substantially better. But look at the amount of organic impressions that I got compared to every other day. And then if you look at my page views, again, look at the organic views, substantially higher on both of those categories. I do know that a lot of times impressions and page views often completely contradict the amount of sales that not only I but other people have gotten. It's still pretty crazy to see this big of a jump from just doing that reset for half a day. If you look a little bit closer at my numbers from yesterday, you'll see that total impressions are up 19%, but organic impressions are up 248%. Page views are up 116%. So what does all this mean? Well, obviously a complete store reset does increase impressions, page views, specifically organic page views and impressions. Now, did that translate into more sales? It looks like it did, but I know that I've had impressions and page views that are down, but sales that were up. So I don't think that a definitive answer can be made there. So what does this mean for me? I've been pretty happy with the old Ronco set it and forget it method. And really, it's kind of worked up until now. I still believe there was something screwed up, because when I showed you my sales chart from yesterday, I mean, 6 days of almost nothing, that's crazy. So I still think there's something going on eBay's end. Now, I suppose that I could just reset my store, I don't know, every day, every few days. Well, I would run out of listings for sure. I guess I would have to get one of the higher dollar stores to be able to do that. And hopefully I won't have to. If doing a complete store reset is something that I only occasionally need to do, I'm okay with that. But I'm just hoping that it's not going to be something that I need to do every day or every other day or every 3 days like some other resellers have said they had to do. Hopefully eBay can just fix whatever's broken and we can all be nice, happy sellers again. So for now, that seems to have fixed the issue, at least temporarily. But I will keep an eye on my numbers over the next week and just see what happens. So I have a total of $96.51 going out in 4 orders. In the F4 bin, I sold 3 bottles of this Nano EGCG. There's 1, 2, and 3. And these sold for $49.38 with free shipping. In the 015 bin, I sold a retinol ice stick. And this sold for $14.96 with free shipping. In the H1 bin, I sold 3 bottles of Panola Cajun jalapeno sauce, and this sold for $11.21 plus shipping. And on the LS2 shelf, sold this Bloomin' Onion machine, and it sold for $20.96 plus shipping. So the retinol eye stick, I'm almost positive this was a 50-cent buy, and this was another thing that I showed in one of my sourcing videos a while back. It could have been $1, but I think these were 50 cents, so not much money into that. These Panola Cajun jalapeno sauces, I actually found these at Walmart. I went in one day and there was a bunch of clearance stuff, and these were, I don't know what they cost normally, probably a couple dollars, but they were either 50 cents or like 33 cents each. So I bought like 20 of them, and I like this stuff. So even if it doesn't sell, I've went through 2 bottles of this, maybe 3. Anyway, so I have $1.50 into these. The Bloomin' Onion machine, this came, I think, from an estate sale, and I don't remember how much I paid for it. It was probably $2.50 because I would have bought it on a Sunday and paid half price. I guess it's possible I got $5 into it, but I don't think that I do. So either $2.50 or $5 into this. But I know for me at least, these don't sell quite as good as they used to. They still sell, they just don't sell for as much. So I doubt that I have more than $2.50 into this. And the Nano EGCG, you saw me pull some of these either yesterday or day before, and they've been sitting for a little while. And what happens a lot of times is, even if you have something sitting, one of them sells and then more sells. So this may be all of these I have. But these were either 50 cents or $1 per bottle. And even though I'm doing free shipping on these, I'm perfectly okay with that, considering that I have such a small amount into these and they sold for almost $50. Even though my sales have been low and things are looking kind of sketchy on eBay lately, hopefully resetting my store was a turning point, and I will definitely let you know how things go from here on out. That's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. As always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.